If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what are some fantastic word tracks or sales scripts that you can use, and where can you pick them up? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales business. Fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so I like to cruise the internet and look at different sources of information, right? Not just one, multiple. And interviews are always a good spot to find good word tracks, especially when there's some headbutting, okay? So we're gonna delve into the world of politics, right? Who you pick, fine. Your flavor of soda is better than my flavor of soda. My dad could beat up your dad. That's what politic arguments sound like. But here's what I'm gonna share with you. No matter what side of the spectrum that you're on the right, you're on the left, look to places where you can gather information when there's a height of tension, okay? Just say, hey, they may not believe what I believe, but here's the thing. I heard a particular line that I could use that would work very well in a sales process or negotiation, okay? So Tucker Carlson, whether you like the guy or not, was in Australia, and he was being asked some questions, and he was being put under pressure. And he was accused of some things, okay? All right, it happens, and he kind of gives some pushback. And I'm going to share with you the line that he used. So heads up, this came from Tucker Carlson. I like to give credit where credit's due. He said, it's hard to build a foundation of trust when it starts on a lie. I was like, whoa, that's an interesting thing to say. And if you're a salesperson or entrepreneur, you're like, why would you go down this path? Well, there's times where you meet with people. There's times where you have conversations. And they come back and they kick back, well, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you. Right? So maybe you've met with this person for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, couple of Zoom meetings, whatever meaningful way that it is. And they say something, you may be able to come back and say, here's the thing, very calm with some good body language, very calm with some good body language. Here's the thing, it's hard to build a strong foundation of trust when it starts on a lie. This is something that I've always found. You're going to want to role play this yourself before you say this in a sales process, or it's going to come across very aggressive. How do I know? Oh, because I've done stuff like this. This right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, and drop in your name, your email address, your phone number. It'll be super easy, super quick, maybe take you 2 minutes. Okay. So you're like, hey, Scott, what are some ways that you can dimensionalize this and use this in other ways and make it even cooler? Okay, well, here's the thing. You may put this in the beginning of your sales presentation, right? Hey, you're going to get some commitment up front. Spin Selling tells you to get commitment up front. Fantastic. Neil Rackham, love the dude. Awesome guy. Never met him, but I love his freaking content, right? Spin Selling, get commitments up front, right? So you may say, hey, as we sit here today, I'm going to answer questions truthfully as long as you do. And just so you know, it's hard to build a strong foundation of trust when it starts on a lie. Would you agree with that? Right? You don't have to add, would you agree with that? But you do want to get a meaningful answer. You can't just say it. Just like if you're going to use this to get a commitment, you can't just say it. You need to get somebody to commit to it. Okay? You need to get somebody to commit to it because like at the end of a presentation, you can go back and say, do you remember when we had a conversation previously? And one of the things that we discussed was X, Y, and Z. And we both agreed that this couldn't happen. Well, it's happening now, right? Like there is a very elegant way to call people out for not being truthful, AKA lying. Now, the old me would be like, there's a table right here. I'm going to flip it over and, right? Can't necessarily do that in business, but know that it's hard to build a strong foundation of trust when it starts on a lie. Now, this is why it's important for you to not make things up. This is why it's important for you to tell the truth. But if I'm gonna go into a presentation and I'm gonna start a presentation and I'm gonna get a commitment, right? I have to be the one that has the moral courage to share with somebody, hey, like we're both working together collaboratively here. We're both having this conversation, and what you need to know is I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you do or no. I prefer that you do, because a strong foundation of trust breaks when it's built on a lie. You can modify this the way that you need it, which is beautiful. I would just say practice it a couple of times. Get your vocal pattern and pitch right. Get your body language right. Your body is going to tell you to lunge forward and be like, right? And I'm going to share with you, you're going to want to pull back in your chair. You're going to want to do the opposite of what your body's telling you. Body language of sales is a real thing, nonverbal communication. I would say slow it down. You got one of three things to do from here, just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.